Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to a very exciting episode of Manor Lords once again. And that was just a massive shoe trade. And can we see this here too? Yeah, there it is already, right? So it's already 300 coin coming in like that. That's more than the shields. So the shoes is going to be something to behold, right? Especially since we can produce so much of that. So I'm really expecting big things out of that. And with that, we already have 500 coin again that we tax, of course. The Baron is attacking, this time in bigger forces, so he's got this area now, and he's also attacking from the north with another 3 units. So while we're getting more powerful, the Baron is too. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting where the northern forces are approaching, right? Because they can very well go through that. But the southern units are closer, so I'm expecting them to arrive earlier. So I'm going to prepare everything I have for the southern unit, and then we just hopefully can engage the northern ones as well after we've dealt with these guys here. Getting more severe now. That actually worries me because... Oh, wait a second. Let's go with the stand your ground on this one. So they're not advancing at all, right? But I still need to make sure that they're not able to breach here again, like they did before. And these guys here are, of course, missile alert. Nasty. Really nasty business, especially since I'm not gaining anything out of it. It's just costing me all the time. Okay, he's coming in again. Let's just make sure that my units are up to the task. And we get now two full crossbow units. So this is going to... hopefully hurt them quite a bit. I wonder why we are not having the ground advantage here. These guys have it. These guys don't. These guys have it again, and now they have it too. No idea. I could make it so that my retinue actually pushes in from behind. It should actually be the polearm, but it's too late for that. They need to be engaged in combat first. Now they're pushing into the retinue and push forward. That would be there. Oh, we're getting the disadvantage. Let's move them back again. Gotta be even higher on the ground here, it seems. Oh, and there's now... Really? No, it's the other archers actually coming in and shooting from up here or from down there. Let's make sure that we kill the retinue. They're the most dangerous force here. And yeah, going down quickly. To be expected though. And it seems like, yeah, very nice. We can take care of them before the other forces arrive, right? They have a long journey. Let's try to keep my melees up here. We haven't lost that many yet, right? Barely anyone. The polearms took the most damage, it seems. What are you doing? This is... Holy cow. Brave units. The crossbow cannot shoot that far, right? So... Can we hit them? Yeah, we are hitting them, right? So they take damage at least till they're down, and we are not losing anyone. Very nice. So both of them are down. Crops rotated. Since when do you get a message out of that? I don't care. There they are, and they're having a disadvantage. They're having also a flame arrow. What does it mean? Why do we have a flame there next to them? That's new. Does it mean they're desperate, perhaps? Okay, they're coming from over there. I probably should move my units over here and my melee troops here. It's going to be easier to defend here because this is much more steep, the slope. Are they trying to climb up here? That should be impossible, honestly. We'll just see. That's certainly a new dynamic though. The Baron now coming from the north as well, so from both sides. Weren't that many soldiers yet? Friendly fire? Why do my archers get friendly fire? Because we're attacking now those guys here? Broken, perfect. Really, that was easy. Yeah. Probably gotta wait here now for the next attack coming in. We got 5 families, by the way. Let's assign some 3 of them to the corpse pit. And I would like to have my people working. So for now, I'm going to disband my archers. And probably also my polearms so they can replenish a bit faster. And the other 2 are going to stand all the way through. But with this, I do have my workforce harder on it. Money-wise, 700. That's going to be lots of taxes. And I'm probably going to push more taxes so that we can afford mercenaries for my advance. Because at some point now we really need to expand here, right? Can't be true that we're not doing this. But they're so difficult right now. Another row of burgages here sounds perfect because this has lots of backyards that we can use. And it probably makes sense to have here 1 too. Or we have a production building here. Yeah, I'm probably going with a production building over here. No idea what we're doing with this huge field there yet. It feels like a shame that we're just plastering burgages in there. So we'll just see. Yeah, it's very easy now to keep up with the royal taxes. So we should probably always stick around 1000 wealth from now on. And above that I'm going to spend it. So I'm going to save up more. And then we're starting with the barley import. With more families in, and my log and firewood storage dwindling, let's assign finally the first family here to the logging camp. Their work area has already been assigned for, and I would also like to have my first family here as a woodcutter lodge, right? So I totally realized that this will lead to troubles. We could have some burgages here for those families. We'll just see how it affected the productivity. I don't think by that much, right? So I think this is just working as fine. The corpse has 3 families still, so we don't need that many soon anymore. I think it's over already. Yeah, they're waiting. So we can already unassign 2 of them at least to have another one down here by the forester hut. And once again, it's half time for the royal taxes. And what we can see is we have the money already. Very good. And we're now at 1000 regional wealth as well. Can we already have an updated version here? No, it's still the fish. The shoes didn't move at all, but we definitely sold shoes. Definitely sold shoes because we are at 160 again. So what is going on? Where's my cobbler? There's my cobbler. You're producing, right? 160 is the production limit. My ladder is still really high. Let's make it 200. So that we have even more shoes available. And I'm also stopping my plank export because it's basically worthless anyway. Those 2 coin. That's negligible. And there it is, another huge bunch of shoes being sold. 1,500 regional wealth, so this is good for the money. I'm going to keep it like that for now because we also had a nice barley harvest with over 100 barley. So I'm confident that we can supply my population with ale for quite some time. Year 11 it is already, and what I can see is, yeah, taxes. We're really fine now, and that's with 10%, right? I'm going even higher than that. Would be probably one of my goals now, since we have a very good happiness. And I think we should stop with the... I wouldn't call it exponential growth, but we probably should stop with the mass influx here of people. So I'm actually going to increase my taxes now. This has the positive effect then also that we will be able to afford more mercenaries again for our conquest. But looking at my regional wealth now, it's at 2.7. So what do we export now? The shoes is climbing. The shoe export. Fish is still crazy. The same goes with my bows here. So these 3, yeah, fish, bows, and shoes. Even though with fish, we gotta be careful, right? Because of course, we have a growing population, and yeah, we're going to stop with the fish export, honestly. Even though it might hurt, or I'm just going to go up with the limit to 250, right? 250 should be... Can I not do this? 250. Give me... Okay, we cannot increase this. 250 is the max? No. Just that my numbers are not working here. It doesn't accept the 2. It doesn't accept 250 with the key. Is 200 the maximum perhaps? Also not. What is going on? I cannot type anything in. Shift clicking though, we can increase it by 50 and that's going up to 250 here. So this is something we can do now. What we can see is the global market supply is oversupplied. Those prices are lower than usual. That's interesting, right? So we sold too much fish. And with that, it's too much up. But that's okay. Treasury changed. We could afford the royal tax already for next year. That's great. Shield-wise, we're at 90 now. The max. Warbows is still down to 38. We should get us another one in that is producing bows for us. So here we have our storehouse that also has the plank stored. So it makes sense for me to have someone of these guys here working as a boya as well. Can we have the high density ones? Yes, this guy here could do it. So let's upgrade them. It's those guys here. All 3 of them I would like to upgrade. So that we have another block of artisans available, right? That's not only going to be bows, it's going to be shoemakers, it's going to be even the new one, the butcher. That is something we're going to need. Down to 5 living space again, so let's also have here a bunch more people. Reduce density, so that's 2 more. Perfect. The weather is not good, but the economy is in a better shape than ever. Sleepy Hollow really has grown out of its misery. With drastic changes to our economic policies, more export limits, and also opening up new trade routes, we have more possibilities now than ever getting our goods to the world market. And with that, also taxation has increased. And yeah, we're looking at something quite wealthy here right now, something that can also be quite powerful with all that wealth. And finally, those royal taxes are not looking so bad anymore to us. Well, a full year actually, the next tax are being paid. We're sitting at 800. And what I did also here is pushed it now to 30%. You heard it right? 30%. I really want to know what's going on. We need money. I really want to pay a mercenary army this time around, right? I don't want to wait on that too much longer. Also, we're sitting at 74 approval rating. So even if it goes now below 50, I don't care, because we should really slow down the growth anyway. A bit, at least for now, until I have properly secured my food again. Because yeah, it's dangerously low. It's fluctuating between 6 and 7 months all the time. There it is 6 again. So I really can't do that. And look at that. With, royal tax increase. Thank you very much for that. Also though, we have 1,500 now. So yeah, when we have 2,000, probably going to start then ramping up my military efforts. What we can do in the meantime though is looking at that salt deposit over there. That's something I would really like to use now, because that salt is going to be juicy for us. It's probably already a bit late for me anyway to do this really. We're going to make the road over there. This looks like a water vein, is it not? Yeah, we could have a well here somewhere. But all the way out here, somewhere in there, is my salt. Let's just have a look at that, into the beautiful forests of Manor Lords. And in here, we can build it. And it's really just, I think it's really just that easy. You have a mining pit once again, with a bit of planks. The biggest issue here will be how many trees we uproot, because that decides how long it takes. 3 trees, 2 trees even. There you go. Let's have that road going over. Right into that forest. 3 families will take care of it, and then we start harvesting and mining that salt. 107 is not a lot though, right? So we can use it though still. Because we can use it because we have meat, and we can process meat and salt into sausages. And sausages last longer than meat, and they're also more nutritious, I think. So in this case, we can last longer with the meat we have, and thus secure another food source. Also another food type, of course. For this, we need butchers. Let's just check it out. We have the brokerage plots level 2 now, as of last episode. And these guys here can now work on something. Yeah, let's have one of these here being a butcher right away. There it is. The butcher's workshop. Meat and hides from surplus livestock, and sausages from salt and meat. No idea what that means. But, we're getting sausages from meat, of course. But will hides have to do anything with that? Surplus livestock. We can make meat and hide out of it. That's how it's meant to be, right? So if we have surplus, we can slaughter them at the butcher as well. And you can just see that this granary here becomes more and more important the more industry we have around it then too, right? So this granary already receives now lots of eggs and vegetables and fish from the fishermen and all the brokerages here in this area. It also receives a bit of bread, which is, yeah, it's on the other side. So let's face it, this is not efficient yet, but we're going to have an oven here soon as well. And it also receives now then the meat from the butcher then right here, the sausages. There's still those 3 here that we can make work on something. It doesn't need to be permanent. We can have sort of chickens here already. And if we need them as artisans again later, we can change that. Because we are also dropping on chickens quite a bit, on eggs. So let's just have the chicken eggs here. And then we can have them remodeled again to another artisan. Alright, how's it looking over here? Finished? Yeah, takes more time. Taxation penalty really kicks in, but despite that, we still had a positive approval rating of 62%. We have ale in... We have 46 ale, very nice. So... Also 9 malt still, so there's still more ale coming in. That's pretty cool. So we have the entertainment fixed at least. And there it is, the mining pit for the salt. 2 families. Let's have 1 for it now. As we still need 1 for construction. They're going to work on that. It's going to take time, of course. It's pretty far away. And they're taking this route here. Instead of this. This would also be possible to some extent. But nah, let's not do it. Pretty sure this is fine. The butcher is ready for action. And there we have it now. So we can have meat out of carcasses. Or we have also now, yeah, sausages out of salt and meat. I'm not going to set anything here. Honestly, yeah, no. Because it's fine if we consume all the meat for sausages. And then we also have, finally, once again, a full regiment of 12 retinues. Ready for action. Also fully upgraded now. And what we can consider is expanding our manor house now too with a garrison tower. This increases the maximum retinue size by 12 up to 24, which just sounds amazing. And yeah, we can either have it here on the other side of this, but I think it looks a bit strange. So this is really just an ornamental building per se, so there's nothing that much happening with it. So let's have it behind it here, overlooking then the valley, right? So we have then kind of like the towers here, then the big tower there, overlooking that valley. It looks quite menacing, honestly, so this is fine. It's costing me lots of logs and also stone. And you know what? We're out of stone. Yeah, we are really out of stone. There's no stone here. I need to import some stone. I can't believe that. That's the first time ever in my history of Manor Lords that I need to do this. And stone is really expensive. I'm going to go with 25. Oh yeah, we cannot do this anymore. Let's go with 25 max, and that's it. That's already going to be quite expensive anyway. There's the stone coming in already. Very nice, even though we dropped below 1000 again. I wonder why these are under construction again. This is always a bit of a strange thing. Are we building them again? No, we're not. Because the construction price is too low for that.
Why do I have to carry this alone?
We also dropped, of course, because we tax 30% of that right now. A lot. Yeah, leather is dropping now though. It's not the worst. That was fast, and sausages are coming in. We got the first 2 sausages at the market. So he is now really working. Salt-wise, we are though, I think, empty. No, we have 18 salt. Of course, you should have some salt in. There's still 82 left, and then this family stops. We can really only keep it at 1 family. Bunch of more logs, and there's also raiders coming over there. Gotta make sure that we're ready. We got the retinue, we got the shield, and then I would like to take all my ranged units. I'm not taking my pole arms because they're already pretty dead. Let's go ahead, have it by the field. So this is a nice fertilization technique. And let's get my ranges going. The bandits have no ranged units with them, so it's all about destroying them. Gotta make sure that we have this secured. Where's my retinue? They're a bit slower. Come to us. Where's my retinue? There they are. They're taking their sweet time. Because they think they've been upgraded or what. Oh, the deer are in fear. Ah, those bandits are trying to flank us here. First one's already down. So this is pretty much an easy peasy, of course, with a that view bandits here. That's it. No more bandits coming, so we can disband all of them again. Yeah, easy influence, right? With that, we could already claim almost 3 territories now. Gladly take that. How's it looking? Still not done. Holy cow. What a construction. One more log is missing. There it is. Now we just need the 3 families finishing the work. There it is. Perfect. Nice. Let's reduce taxes to 20 again. And yeah, 24 retinue. That's awesome. The next tax is coming in 200 days. So what I can do, I can just bump it up now by another 12. And look at that, 24. That's beautiful. This is quite the deadly force now for any kind of attacking army or defending army. Depends on which side we are. Another thing is firewood now. So food is fine, it's actually climbing again, but firewood is going down. So 5 months we have. The cool thing is though, what we can see here is with the reforestation, it looks like the foresters never really working, right? The loggers, the lumberjacks. Looks like it's a nice natural dense forest. I just love this, by the way. So they're not just, you know, they're not just cutting anything down they see on site, but things grow, and only when they're fully grown, 1 or 2 trees here and there are getting chopped down. So it looks very, I think, very natural and beautiful, a forestation area in this game. I love these details because that's really what sets Manor Lords apart, honestly. And yeah, with that, we can also see that we're full on timber all the time, basically. Right, so despite having the saw pit at full force here, and despite having the woodcutter lodge at full force, we're not consuming all the logs that we have in here. So that means I can safely expand here with another firewood cutter, which is something I would like to do right away. And yeah, let's have this one beside my fisherman. Probably somewhere here. There you go. So this is another production building that we can have now. And yeah, that should solve the problem, honestly, because we can double the firewood production here. So I guess it only makes sense to finally start with the territorial expansion, and it's of course this area because it gives me stone again that we need. It is this territory for the iron it gives me, and it's this territory for more fish and more meat especially as well. So let's claim this one with 2000 influence from the Baron. The Baron of course will reject this claim, and for this reason we need to get our soldiers up already, except the polearms. Unfortunately they're not up for the task. Going to rally them, and we're going to move them over then into this territory. So let's gather them here. At the same time, what we can do as well is I'm going to get me my mercenaries, and yeah, we can afford all 3 of them, honestly, and that's exactly what I would also like to do. That's the full force. Mercenary companies have been hired. They are now appearing, and we can now move them over here in this territory. The same goes with my units. The Baron says, I can make it worthwhile if you drop your claims. We're going to ignore this for now. I wonder where he spawns. Oh, right. He spawns right here by my... this might be a good opportunity, honestly. Let's attack. Let's just blindly attack. Take him by surprise. He just gathered his troops there, really. We got the full archer units. Right here, in the middle of the forest. I can just safely take them over here now. Just behind enemy lines. Unfortunately, they're... Look at that. He's pretty much stunned. And while this surprise battle goes on, I mean, of course they had to spawn in the same area. We're going to move my troops now in the territory. The enemy territory. Problem is those archers behaving rather strangely when surrounded by trees. They're broken already. Yeah, that's an easy win, honestly. There's nothing else to say here. He's getting totally steamrolled by that surprise attack. Just the archers over there now, and his retinue is even gone too. Look at that. They've all been destroyed in seconds. And I haven't even lost a single mercenary unit. Crazy stuff. Of course we're going to get them now into this territory because he's going to launch a counterattack anyway. That's what we need to prepare for. And yeah, we're going to, of course, set camp up here on this plateau. It's just perfect for it. We have to pay them 220 in 30 days again. Something we can easily afford for now. The next royal tax is a half year away. Plenty of time here. And even then, I think we can mostly afford it by the tax income. What is that? King's favor. -1. No idea. I might even consider going up to 30 so that we can even amass more treasury while fighting, because I have no problem with staying stagnant right now on my population. We have reached 300 people. Alright, so that's a nice threshold that I would like to keep right now. There's also sausages, but it's never that much. It's never so much that we stockpile sausages. People just love them. Sausages and bread and with eggs. Holy cow, that's a good meal right there. And this is going to be a good plateau here. Really, really nice. And they're ready. Reinforcements are also coming in. We're going to keep them separated from my troops, because of course my troops will be last in line. So we first use the mercenaries and then my own troops. And let's just wait where the Baron enters. It could be from the north, could be from the south. Either way, I want to play this safe for my own people. 30% taxation, but we are having a positive approval rating. I think that's because we also have some nice entertainment. There it is. And how's my trading looking? Yeah, the shoes are almost the best one now, but the bows are too. And we stopped actually with the fish, so I hope that they follow the rule. Once again, he sends the message, I can make it worthwhile. And getting 500 in income, tax income, is just lovely too. You know what, let's drop it now. I'm fine with it. We can actually also grow again a bit. Since fuel is going up, food is going up. The harvest was not the best, but it's okay. Yeah, looks like they won't be home for Christmas. 36 days remaining. Oh, we could even... Oh, yeah. At least until New Year, they should be home again. And there's the next attack, as expected. Of course, this also is quite damaging to my own economy. We're having all my men basically on the battlefield right now. That's pretty big economic damage there, but it's fine because of course it comes at the expansion to a new territory, which will bring us profit long-term wise. This is a good area here to have my own troops being defended by melees here on the slope. And I'm gonna make sure that we can make this a nice area here to stand our ground. The archers should be ready. Let's actually push them so they fire fast. I think that's the button for it. Shoot at will, allow friendly fire. We're not doing that. Spread out is not required because we are not having that much damage coming in. This is something we need to tackle. I could get my own rangers in at least. So let's move my own troops over there just in case. You're just cheering. Just attack, please. Yeah, that retinue is going down faster than the mercenary groups. We're still having those guys here. I could advance to the archers. Yeah, there's a problem here. I guess we could safely move in here like this, honestly. Very good, the retinue is broken. Most important thing is taking care of these fighters here. Looks like my line is breaking, my mercenary line. And before they fire, let's chase them with my own fighters. That's the meat grinder here. It's fine to lose the mercenary troops though. I don't need them anymore afterwards. So come on, fire now. They should be going down just quite quickly. There it is. They have been broken. Very good. He won't be able to muster another army in time. And they're broken. Perfect. Not a single Sleepy Hollow inhabitant died so far to all of this. That's what I like to see. My own troops, they will rather stand again here in the center. Let's also check out if there is another surprise attack coming from over here, perhaps. Nah, it's looking extremely good right now. And we're losing. The thing is, this is really tricky. This took me quite some time to understand in this game. We're losing, even though, of course, there's no enemy units anymore. We killed them all, and my troops are in the territory that we're claiming. But the game wants to be a bit more precise than that. So you need to hover over here, show the battlefield location, and you need to have your troops in this circle. Otherwise, you lose it. It's counterintuitive, honestly. It's not really something that I like, because why not just take the whole territory? But I guess to not camp somewhere, this could be a reason, right? Otherwise, my units could be stuck in there, and we would win this even though he's got an army here. It could be like that, right? So I can understand it to some extent. So if we're in the circle now, you know, you kind of like force the armies together into a smaller area. Yeah, okay, now that I think about it, makes sense too. That system has its right to exist. Yeah, 12 days remaining now, so we basically won this. I can... we're paying in 13 days. Until then, I want to have them disbanded. Next royal tax in 80 days, that's fine. Let's also lower taxes again to 10% to encourage population growth. The fuel is actually a bit of a problem there. So, within 4 days, I'm going to disband them now. They're gone. And the remaining 2 days, my own troops stand out. Take the glory for our very first victory against the Baron. A real victory, I should say. Something that really pushes us forward now. The expansion to another territory. Fantastic. Get my troops back home again. So they come back to their families with victory in their pockets. And we have plenty of money to go for even more mercenaries again, if we need them. Oh, look at that. He's... this is nuts, though. Really? He's already claiming it now? Like, he just lost. Yeah, that's annoying, honestly. Now I need to keep my troops raised. Need to get them back in here. And now I probably need to also get my mercenaries again. This is something that's not refined, though. Yeah. We just disbanded them. I think it's the same again. The flock of the crazy geese, the green caps. Let's get 2 of them, right? It's a defensive war. I don't need to pay that much money for all of them again. It's not necessary. I could start the resolve right away. I think my mercenaries come in from the other side now. Oh yeah, there they are. Marching forward. Let's use the maximum time here so my mercenaries have time and also can replenish some of their stamina again. Approval should be higher. We're down to 10% taxation only. We have enough food variety. Yeah. We have the ale still going. We have lots of shoes and leather. Should be higher. Perhaps they're still a bit angry. Yeah, negative 40 taxation. Takes a bit of time for this to recover again. Okay, so once again, we need to do this. He already backs. Didn't even start anything. You just started. Where are his troops? Okay, he does not have any troops, it seems. Easy. It seems like that was just him desperately trying to do it. How many archers do we have? 4 units plus the spear militia. I'm going to keep my spear militia and my retinue here. Right? And I'm going to disband my own archers and my own crossbowmen back in Sleepy Hollow. We need the workforce. I'm taking too much damage here economy-wise. Full year of armies raised at some point. That's too much. Let's get my own heavy armored in, right? And then all the mercenaries that we have mustered. That's definitely fine for any kind of attack he's planning. But right now, nothing's coming anyway. So his army's still on cooldown. I'm glad to see this. Ah, now they are spawning. Seriously, it's okay. It's going to be over there again, so we're going to move them. And can we make this somehow more steep? I would really like to. Yeah, that's just the angle is not right. I want to get the terrain advantage, but I also want to have the ability to flank them, which is not possible if I have my troops too close there, so... He looks more aggressive, marching forward like this. And there he's moving in. And what I would like to do... First of all, we're gonna take care of these guys. I mean, they're almost down. Yeah, they're down. Then we're moving down here and we're flanking them. This is always working, right? There's just no way this is never really working. Broken, 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 and then it's his archers. Let's keep them there. Do we attack? I think he's going down anyway. There he is. That was a quick victory at least. He doesn't even push for anything further. Very good. So now we have peace at mind. Let's get those guys home. Oh, we lost. Look at that. We lost a lot of my own spear militia. It's fine. They're going to come back again, but that's more than I thought. And then we disband the mercenaries. And with that, we have this territory that we can finally do something with. Super excited about that. But my own economy also needs to recover a bit. So I hope the Baron will not attack us anytime soon now. We need to take our sweet time getting things back again, right? So far so good. Loving this. Stay tuned.